Okay, what is the molecular geometry of the sulfide trichloride ions? To answer this question, I'll need first to draw the Lewis structure. Apparently, for the sulfur will be the center and can form three bonds with chlorine. And for all the chlorine, it will have 8 electrons be surrounded. For sulfur, initially it has 6 valence electrons. So now it forms 3 bonds already. So we use 3 valence electrons. There will be another 3 valence electrons left. And since it carries one negative charge, so 3 plus 1, there will be 4 electrons left surrounding sulfur here. So that means in the sulfur here, there will be 2 lone pair electrons. As you can see here, the sulfur in this molecular geometry, it tends to form 5 bonds. 5 bonds means the hybridization should be sp3d. For the sp3d, the electron geometry should be the trigonal bipyramid. And now we can draw the trigonal bipyramid. You have the sulfur at the center. And you should have, supposedly, right, if you already form 5 bonds, you should have a trigonal bipyramid structure. But in this case, it's a little bit complicated because you have 2 lone pair electrons. 2 bonds will be occupied by 2 lone pair electrons. So in that way, you'll find that 2 lone pair electrons will occupy 2 bonds, the equatorial 2 bonds. And for other 3 places, you get the chlorine, chlorine, and chlorine. And looking at that, right, you will find it will be like a banded T shape. Why? Because the lone pair will have some repulsion force to the chemical bond. So this lone pair will repulse the sulfur chloride bond and repair this sulfur chloride bond. So it tends to be a T-shaped structure. But it's a little bit bented. And this is the answer.